Hi, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to use Salesforce Change Data Capture, or CDC, as a mechanism for transmitting changes to an intelligent middleware layer. Now, the motivation for doing this is that CDC allows you to easily capture all changes for an object or a group of objects that you're interested in integrating with other systems in your organization. And it doesn't require you really to do much at all on the Salesforce side other than to identify the objects that you want to subscribe to changes from. Compare this to platform events, which I looked at in the last video, where you need to implement business logic to decide when you want to capture an event, and you need to define exactly what data you put in the event. In contrast, Change Data Capture just gives you all the data related to a change, whether it's a new creation of an order record or an update or a delete, and then you can figure out what you want to do with that. Now, why is this important? Well, it means that you can take all of the business logic for identifying the changes and events that you want to propagate to other systems and put that in the middleware layer. You don't have to identify anything in Salesforce. You don't need any business logic or special code to maintain inside of Salesforce in order to do this. So with that background, let's take a look at how we set up Change Data Capture in Salesforce. So within Salesforce, you go over to Setup, and then look for Change Data Capture. In Settings, it's under Integrations. And you can see on the left-hand side, you have a list of all of the entities that you can subscribe to changes from using Change Data Capture. It's pretty much all the standard objects and custom objects as well. There's a few exceptions, but all you need to do is pick one, like let's say we want to count. We click on that and bring it over to selected entities and then save it. So for simplicity, in this example, I'm just tracking one, and that's order. So really, that's all you need to do. So the metadata for this configuration, of course, can be pulled into your SFDX project. Let's take a look at that. So in the project, here is the subscription to the order. It's called change events underscore order change event. And that's it. It's simply 4 lines, as you can see here. The event channel, change events, and the selected entity, order change event. And really, that's all there is to it from a metadata standpoint. So you can, you would have one of these for each object that you wanted to track, and you could bundle this up into a package and just deploy it into any Salesforce organization that you wanted to participate with your middleware. On the middleware side, I've expanded on the TypeScript toy middleware that was used in the last video about platform events. But it's the same basic idea. So we have, we're using this PubSub API client package that can subscribe to PubSub API from Salesforce. We just initialize the client, and then we listen for events here. And here's the channel. We're listening for the order change event. And we pass in an event handler, and in this case, all the event handler is doing is printing out the data that is received from Salesforce on the order change event, which is okay. I mean, for demo purposes, it's just interesting to see kind of what that looks like, and we can go do that now and have a look at what the events look like coming through in the middleware. So in Salesforce here, we're going to create a new order and then go and look at the middleware app that I have running here in Azure in a container app. And you can see here's the log. Right now it's doing nothing, just printing out a message every 5 seconds. So let's see, we'll create an order. And we need a contract number. We'll use an account we already have. Say the order start date is the 17th. Just for kicks, we can put in a billing address. And the order was created. So we come over here to the middleware. We can see this is the JSON that was received. So you can see every field. The change type was create. You have the account ID. And so if you wanted to then use this information to propagate the order and account information over to an invoicing system, you could do that because you have the account ID here. You could just look up the account and any other information you needed. Yeah, so all that logic would be then in the middleware and not in Salesforce, which is the advantage of using CDC. You can have all that business logic in the middleware, maintain it there, make changes there, and not have to touch anything that's going on in Salesforce. So that's it. If you want more details, you can find a link to the blog post in the description below this video.